Okay, so, art. Yes. So this would technically be a voice reveal, I guess, kind of, on my channel. Oh, I kind of hit myself kind of hard. Yeah. Um, so this is my voice in HD if you haven't heard it yet, or HD-ish, I guess. But I need to stay active on YouTube, and I can't. My recording software is failing me, so I'm gonna do this little mini video. I was gonna save it for like 100 subscriber special, but like, yeah, I'll think of something else. Okay, so where do we start? I'm not professional, as you can see. Like, okay, like there's my studio for drawing. Okay, and my little table thingy is a mess, so I'm just doing this strange setup thing on my chair. So yeah. We can start. Okay, by the way, this is not scripted, so I might stutter a lot. We can start with my most recent. This is a drawing of Heather McNamara from the musical Heathers. But there's also a movie for it. I inked it with pen and colored with pencil, with like plain mechanical pencil. And I don't use any fancy mechanical pencils too. I just use like these ones that you can find in packs of like 30 for like $5 at Walmart. So this is Heather McNamara. I got the design wrong, like very, very wrong, because she's not supposed to have like buttons, and she's supposed to have like a bracelet thingy somewhere, I think. But I forgot, so. Oh, so this is supposed to be Heather Chandler, but she ended up looking less intimidating than Heather McNamara, and I know she's supposed to be like the most intimidating out of them all, but this one kind of failed. But I wanted to like draw the trio. And lastly, Heather Duke. Heather Duke is actually, like, in my opinion, like, she's kind of a good antagonist. I kind of messed up like the dimensions here. Focus. Okay, so it's like the hair is kind of like flat over here, and she's facing this way, so it kind of looks weird, but you're gonna see a lot of mistakes on my thingies. Okay, so that was some of my most recent. Oh, I'm filming this with my phone camera, and I'm showing this on the chair, by the way, so I'm not professional. This journal doesn't have much. It's really like, this was supposed to be school supplies, and it was left over, so there's just one drawing here, and I was trying to draw something like seductive, like a seductive pose, but it didn't work out well, as you can see. Like, the face is just like, ugh, like, look at that, look at how uneven it is. If you can hear laughing in the background, that's my siblings. Don't mind them. Oh, and more Heather stuff. Oh yeah, this is still some of my most recent. So more Heather stuff, as you can see. Let's make her beautiful. This was based, I was kind of inspired to make like a little comic strip thingy. So, like, you know, thingy, she asked in Beautiful, she was like, she was asking them a favor, but then the Heathers were just like, oh, let's make her beautiful. So it's like, let's make her beautiful, and I only asked to sit with you at lunch, so yeah, there's my cringy little thing. Oh, look, it's more Heathers. What do you know? Oh, but this time it's not a Heather, it's a Veronica Sawyer. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably asking, did you draw JD? I did, but it was in another sketchbook, I think. I'm not sure Yeah, I don't have, I lost JD, so you're just gonna get the ladies from Heathers now. That's Veronica Sawyer, right? Moving on. Here's some, this was drawn like 2 months ago. As you can see, there's a little bit of a style change in here from recently until a few months ago. So a few months ago I was more anime. I adopted a kind of cartoonish look-ish into my recent drawings. Let me see. Like in this one, like in the McNamara drawing, you can see that the eyes aren't exactly anime, they're kind of curved. Like that. But this one, it's just like, you get what I mean. So this is a drawing of, I used to be in roleplay groups, so I got to make up my own characters, and this is one of my characters. I call her Felicity, and she is a fox wizard. So, yeah. There's nothing on the back, so there's nothing in the back of the other ones either, so if you don't trust me. Okay, so here we're going into a little bit more earlier territory. She was meant, like, I had a whole story for this thing and everything, and she was meant to be one of the characters, but I kind of scrapped that story, so she's kind of irrelevant now. Anatomy is like all wrong. She has really big shoulders and like really small chest, and like, I don't know, it's just completely wrong. The proportions are kind of off. But moving on, because I only have 11 minutes of storage worth of video on my phone. Here, I was trying to practice drawing, and it went horribly wrong, because I didn't draw any guidelines. Like, when you're going to practice drawing, I'd recommend, like, drawing guidelines and stuff. But I was being dumb here, and I didn't draw guidelines. So, to the back. This is a drawing that I did for my DeviantArt. Oh my gosh, I have, like, this stuff all over it. I don't know what that is. It's probably food, but... this is one of my drawings for DeviantArt. So what I used to do is I used to just sketch out the stuff on paper, and then I'd go to my little mini studio over here, and then I would trace over the thingy. Not trace over it, but like, yeah, technically. I would import this into the computer, and I would just trace over it, and that would make me my drawing. So moving on, because I'm running out of time. Oh my gosh, it's already been 9 minutes. What the heck? I don't know what that is. I was trying to, back to the roleplay group thing, I was trying to make a new character, because I had gotten a new slot. Like, there were slots in this thing, and I had gotten like a new slot, and I wanted to make a new character, and I wanted it to be male, but it was too based on my first character that was also male, so I didn't want it to actually become a thing. Here is another prototype of another character I was trying to do for a roleplay group, and she's unfinished. I was trying to make, I saw her as a seductive kind of woman. Oh my gosh, it's already becoming morning outside. I'm filming this at 6:30 in the morning, by the way, so here's the complete design for this one. You see this one? I went from this to this. It's kind of like a glow down, but whatever. I like the design of this one. I just didn't like her storyline. I tried to come up with like an edgy storyline, but it went horribly planned. This is another design, but side profile, and I was really horrible with side profiles, as you can tell. That's my sister's. Ooh, here's an interesting drawing. This one was for my roleplay character, the fox one, the fox wizard, but I drew her in like an older version, kinda. So you know, like in anime, sometimes the characters look like they never age. I tried to do that with her, except I changed the design a little bit, and then I said that this is her, but older. And I actually played around with like lip physics a little bit, so yeah.
A few moments later.
Okay people, I'm back. My camera got cut off because I was recording for too long, and I'm sorry if this video is going to be like 20 minutes long. But yeah, I just showed you something because while we were taking a break, a commercial break that only I felt, basically in the time that I was panicking and trying to free space on my phone, I organized my piles into stuff, and that is, I organized it into roleplay stuff, and roleplay stuff, different types of roleplay. So let's get into it. I have 15 minutes on me this time, so let's not waste them. So this is the magician box that I mentioned earlier. There was an event in our roleplay that was going on, and in that event you could collect stardust, and with that stardust you can get different effects. So I drew my character to get stardust, and that's her in her festival attire. So the event was a festival, so that's that. More magician fox, just with long hair. She normally has her hair up in a very long side ponytail, but in this one I was like, I'll do her hair down. I was calculating some ages here. Oh wait, let me see if there's something on the back of this. Oh yeah, I skipped this. This was my original design for Felicity. That was her name. If you guys remember, you're true fans, and I love you so much. But this was her original design for the festival, but I thought it was too different, so moving on. Here's some more old designs for this. If you can kind of see the resemblance. Oh my gosh, there's so many papers over here. Just like, yeah. And I tried to do another pose again. I hope you guys aren't getting tired of me. I know my voice can get a little bit annoying sometimes, and it like cracks like every 5 to 10 minutes, so yeah. So here's another old design. That's almost it for roleplay. I feel bad for y'all. You have to listen to me talk about roleplay and stuff, and you're probably not being into roleplaying. Here is my other character from another roleplay. She is supposed to be part of Pokemon roleplay. She's a Gajenka. She's supposed to be a Delphox. Yeah, that's what she is, a Delphox. There's nothing on the back of that. So here is her again. I kept redesigning her because for some reason I was never satisfied with her look. And on the back of here, I was trying to come up with designs for a new character. It's like one-sided, side pony, boy. So yeah. Okay, now on to my actual art, not roleplay stuff. On here, I was trying to draw poses. Somebody lying down and a cat girl pose thingy, like meow, like meow. I know that's cringy. Okay, I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna just, yeah. Ooh, zoomed in like super good. Oh, here's an interesting one. So this is my persona, Trey. This is supposed to be my internet persona, and I drew him. I drew this one first, and its anatomy is off like always, but still. I drew this one first, and I thought it was too mature looking, because, some of y'all know how young I am, actually. And then I drew this because I thought it resembled me a little bit more, because I'm lazy and I'm not really active, and then I just said the same thing twice. Let's see. Okay, so this one, I was trying to draw an OC yet again. This one I was actually kind of proud of. I might redraw this one. But basically there was a storyline between this one and this one, and they were like sisters, and one of them, they were like different clans, and like this was part of like an evil clan, and this was part of like a good clan, and they were both like sisters. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, I love that storyline. So I made up these characters. I don't know, maybe I should write some like fan fiction or something. Not fan fiction, but like, you know, like story, like on Wattpad, probably. Maybe. Come read my stories, 2K18 on Wattpad. Username Trey's Universe. I'm just kidding. I don't write or read that much, only when it's necessary, like in school. Okay. Here we've got, if you guys don't know already, the main, like, character, I guess, on my channel you see is Maru-chan, and that's the orange, blondish, dirty blondish, not brunette, dirty blondish looking, haired looking girl. She was in my summer speed paint and my Go Hard meme, and I drew this, and this is supposed to be her. I don't know which one's supposed to be her, but okay, let's see it. Her original name was Shinzu, but I didn't know what Shinzu meant, so. And you might not know this. Ah, is that so? Hey, wanna hang out today? Sorry, kinda busy. Nervous laugh. Sorry, but I have to puke a moment? Oh, I have to pause a moment. Okay. I have to pause a moment. Restroom. I guess later then? Oh, she was narrating. And she was like, sorry, but I have to go a little bit. Because she was narrating, you know. And then she was like, oh, I have to go. Be right back. Okay, more cringe, so. That's always fun. This was my most heartfelt piece of art probably ever. So basically, there's this YouTuber named Yamio, and she's like my favorite YouTuber of all time, besides, well, artist of all time, besides Hiyana Natsu. Because I started with Yamio, and her art style was always like really cute to me. But the sad thing was, she was going through cancer. I forgot what type of cancer it was, but she was in a battle with cancer. So a lot of people were drawing stuff for her, and I wanted to be one of those people, so I drew this for her. And it's very special to me. It holds a special place in my heart. Okay, that's with the waterworks. Let's move on to this journal. There's a lot more in this journal. Wait. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna save the really old ones for later. But I think we're almost done. Okay, so this was me a few years ago. This was me a few months later. I'd say like half a year. And they're both really bad. I tried coloring with colored pencil, and I tried inking it with Sharpie, permanent Sharpie, as you can see. And this was me a few months later, a few weeks later, actually, even after this. And they're all horrible. And they're all supposed to be fan art of LD Shadow Lady. Go check her out. These are all actually very recent. As you can see, they're kind of like with my style. I tried to draw Eliza as a bride, Eliza from Hamilton, but it doesn't look like Eliza. I tried to draw another type of Heather Duke kind of thing, but it doesn't look like her. tried to foreshorten a lot of poses, blah 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 blah, and all that stuff, all that good stuff. Here's my, oh my gosh! So this character is from an anime called Inuboku SS, or Inuboku Secret Service, and this is like my favorite character ever. She was like so adorable. She was so quiet. She kind of like described me. I could relate to her, is what I mean. Some more old art. Tried to draw this graceful thingy, but it ended up looking like Medusa. Here's a portrait of my little sister. And try to draw graceful again. Moving on. Tried to draw pose, failed horribly. As you can see, I failed a lot in these pictures, and if you can learn anything from this, it's that when you fail, you just forget about the failed art, and then you just keep looking to the future. So this was my old art style. I tried to draw a boy with my old art style, like a typical boy, like a quiff hair, gelled hair, styled hair, and then a girl for progress, and she looks like she has a mustache, but okay. And then a few years later, I went back to draw my style of a boy again. So old, new. Look at that glow up. Okay. Next, more lolly drawings. I don't know. This was from an anime. I forgot what it was called. It was like my life choices are interfering with my school romantic comedy or something like that. But it has a really nice. I'll leave it in the description if I remember what it was. So, tried to draw more poses, more poses. Oh, this is actually from a Yamio video too. She drew a commission for somebody named Merori, I think. And I really loved the design of the character, so I drew it. And I failed horribly, of course. I tried to draw a person sitting down, but the limbs were too small. This again, the limbs were too small. I was proud of this one, because this is my most accurate anatomy representation. This was also inspired by Yamio, because, like the pose kind of, it was kind of inspired by her. More art, more art. That part was inspired by the beginning of the, what was it called? It was about that guy with like the shoujo manga. Shoujo something Nazuki-kun, I think. Something like that. More anatomy practice. That one was actually kind of good. I like that one. So stuff inspired by that anime. More stuff inspired by that anime that you don't need to know. Oh, this is one of my OCs. She is, okay, this is kind of like cringy, and she is kind of like a cliche kind of. But this is Shinzu. This is Sarah. That's supposed to be Cap, but it looks like a freaking those things that you put in your head if you want to look bald. She's saying Baka. I was very into anime a while ago, so more stuff, more pose practice, more drawing practice. I don't know what that is. Oh, never mind. More practice stuff. There's no stories behind these, really. This is fan art of Kwai-chan from Aftermath. I was a fan of a lot of things, actually. I tried to draw all of my OCs together in this one pic, but it failed because I gave up too much endurance. One of my other OCs, my male OCs. I was gonna do an Instagram art challenge on my account, but I gave up on day 1 or day 2, so yeah, that's sad. More random stuff. I think that's it, really. Ooh, I like this one. I drew this with only a pen, and yeah, it turned out cute. I drew it with only a pen and no erasing, so it turned out cute. I liked it. Okay, so I'm gonna actually wrap it up there for now. This will be a part 1, I guess, because I still have a lot more art to showcase. Actually, not a lot more, but there's a lot more in this one. And if I can find some more old art, I'll like, find it, I guess. But I guess that's it for now. Thanks for watching, Trays Universe. Subscribe. Do all that good stuff. Hit the bell. I don't know what else people say when they're doing their outros. But goodbye, I guess. Goodbye. And I'll see you in another video. Oh, and also, I've been inactive, kind of, because my recording software has been broken. I don't know if I said that in the beginning, but whatever. Doesn't hurt to say it twice, so goodbye, peace out, have a good day.